as promised, here is the first of a series on the different attributes of our Tesla Model X. So this is the first video about it and about this vehicle, and we're going to talk about the Yoke steering wheel, how different it is. The lighting's kind of sucking here. I'm parked in our carport, so it's a little dark and it's a little rainy today. But really, we're only going to talk about the Yoke steering wheel and the difference between a round steering wheel and the Yoke and what we prefer. So I'm going to preface this with really clarifying this is a 2023 refreshed Model X. So it is the long range. It gets about 360 miles to a charge. So that's relatively compared to going from the Bay Area to Lake Tahoe, or most of the way from the Bay Area to LA, and without charging. And really that's equivalent to a gas car. Same thing. Most gas cars get about almost all the way to LA, about to the Grapevine, and this car would do exactly the same thing, but it would not use gas. It would just be a fast charger or electric charger. It's 100% electric, the X. The refresh model came out in late 2022, and we got it on Christmas Eve. Santa brought us a Model X. It's white with white interior, and we got the Yoke. That was the first Yoke that came out. We had no idea if we would like it. We were really afraid. We had never tested it. The drive home that night was very scary because we're not used to it. But after about 24 hours of driving this car, and now we've owned it, and it's 2025 now. So we've owned it for a good 2 years. I will tell you that this is my favorite car that I've ever owned. And my husband would say exactly the same thing. A Tesla is more than a car. People compare this and they're like, oh, it's an EV vehicle. Well, there's a lot of other EV vehicles. No, there is not. There is not. There's EV vehicles and there are Teslas. Teslas are an experience in itself. You are driving the most complicated, technically advanced vehicle on the road when you drive a Tesla. Even the lowest model of Tesla is far superior to Hummer, to Rivian, to any of the brands. Those are all just electric vehicles, and they do what they say. Instead of gas, you charge them. The Tesla is an absolute experience, designed perfectly. There are very few mistakes and flaws with this vehicle. The comfort is amazing. When we get to the seating in the back, I'll let you know kind of the one part that I don't like. Like all cars, there's going to be little things you don't like, and there's going to be, but you should overall love your car. And I've had a lot of cars in my life, a lot of cars, and we've had hybrids and we've had other electric vehicles. Comparatively, again, this is the best. So getting back to the subject, which is the Yoke. So in Teslas now, I think most models, you have a choice. Whereas with the refresh Model X, you didn't originally have a choice. You got the Yoke. And then later on, some people were like, oh my God, the Yoke is so scary. I don't like it. How do you turn? It's so hard. They didn't own it. They just said that. Or there were anti-Tesla people, which there's a few of those. Not the majority, but there are several. And they were freaked out by new technology. So they call it a Yoke because it's designed just like an airplane steering wheel. All your controls are on the Yoke. This is our third Yoke. So let me give you a backstory. So we first got the first Yoke by summer of 2024. This corner up here was peeling. The fabric was peeling. It's not fabric, it's like plastic or rubber. It was peeling from the sun. The sun was hitting this corner, I guess because it's closest to the corner windows. And Tesla's customer service is also an experience and second to none. It is top level, top notch, and they're just amazing. very, very happy with customer service and the dealership experience, the repair experience, all of that. So we reported this. They said, they confirmed back, and this is all by text. It's so cool. You just communicate through the app to Tesla. They said basically this is a common thing, and they replaced this yoke for free. So took it in. Actually, I don't even think I took it in. I think the Tesla repair car came to our house, took the steering wheel off, took the yoke off, and replaced it with a brand new one. It was exactly the same yoke. So fast forward, summer 2024, early summer, again, it's peeling again. It was the same steering wheel. They said it had improved a little bit. This time they said, oh no, this is very common. Tesla has now revamped the Yoke steering wheel, including changing where the horn was located, and some of the other buttons kind of had different features. When they redid it, same thing happened. Tesla's repair vehicle came to my place of work while I was working, took this yoke off, replaced the yoke. When I got to my car to go home that night, brand new yoke. Totally different yoke. Horn in the middle. Originally, the horn was over here on the side. That was a total design flaw. They instantly knew it was a problem, and so they corrected it. Most of the other buttons are exactly the same. So we'll just kind of go through the buttons. So these are your signals, left and right signals. There's a scroll wheel here, which controls various functions. Let's see. So right now, because I'm parked, it's not really doing anything. And I'm charging too. And then this controls your automatic high beams. So when you want your lights on, you turn on. You never mess with the beams. They know when it's dark enough for the lights to come on. The car knows when it's raining. It turns the lights on automatically. It knows when you need high beams versus low beams. It switches them. So once you set the high beams as automatic, you'll never have to worry about it again. The scroll wheel, like I said, controls options on your control screen, and sometimes options on your HUD navigation up here. You can also use this scroll wheel to do that. For instance, if you were to change the side mirrors, go up, down, left, right, whatever you wanted on either side of the vehicle, this scroll wheel, you would go to the mirrors on your control panel, and then you would use this scroll wheel to change the mirrors and then set it. The horn is in the middle. It's great. California, Gavin hates Tesla. He's been battling with Elon for a long time. And so many of the features of Teslas in other states are far superior to California because of Gavin's battle with California Tesla. He took away some of the features. So for instance, normal Teslas, you can push this horn and you can set the type of horn you want. Like it could be a whistle, it could be a goat sound, it could be a fart, it can be obnoxious things, or it could be a regular horn. Here in California, when the vehicle is driving, you cannot control that because the California sensitive people basically say that this is offensive to them and it hurts their feelings if you were to fart at somebody. I think it's hysterical. The next buttons are video cameras. So something that the current American terrorists, domestic terrorists that are attacking Tesla vehicles and Tesla dealerships, and no mistaking, these are terrorists and they should go to jail forever, and they should lose their job, and they should be registered as domestic terrorists. They are so stupid, they don't realize that this vehicle has cameras all over the car, including inside the car. There is absolutely no way to approach a Tesla vehicle of any model and not be recorded. You're going to be recorded. You're going to be caught. And you're going to be caught on multiple cameras. And you're seeing that. You're seeing these terrorists being arrested and the police coming, and they're sharing their video on their phone, no less. The owners are like, here he is, and those are his same pants, and those are his shirt, and that's the weapon, and that's him scratching, keying my car. There's not many occurrences of this. The press would have you believe there's a lot. There's not. But the people that are doing it are utterly stupid. And you can just look at them on the video and see the type of person who's doing this. So this is the camera that would bring up your camera. The next button is your, I don't think it's going to do anything here. It's kind of like your control mechanism for speed. Your next is your automatic windshield wipers and your wind sprayer. And again, same thing. You set your automatic windshield wipers, and if it's raining, they will come on, and they'll adjust speed depending on how hard it's raining. But you could automatically also run them whenever you, let's say the windshield gets too dirty for you. And then the last button is your speaker. It's kind of like Siri or Alexis or any other AI, artificial intelligence. Most of your controls you can run by just pushing this button and telling it, tune to a channel, set your speed. My husband's butt is cold. Set his car seat warmer on. Set his car seat cooler on. Set our passengers in the back seat warmers on or off, or coolers on or off. Everything in the vehicle you can adjust with this. I make all my phone calls with this. I send text messages with this. It's really gotten better and better and better and better and better. And we'll go into that when we go into like another video about the software itself and the operating system and the AI, artificial intelligence components of Tesla. And then there's this scroll wheel here too. There's another scroll wheel here as well. This scroll wheel controls selecting things. So when you get to an option on your screen, you click it in. It controls volume. No, actually that one does. Let's see. Yeah, that one does. It controls other options. I won't go into too much detail. So the yoke, some of the fears people had is turning. The turning radius is amazing. The control of the yoke is much better than a round wheel. We have another vehicle, it has a round wheel, hate it, hard to control. Turning, making a 3-point turn or doing a U-turn is actually harder with a round wheel. With a yoke, you basically use one hand and actually fingers. And sometimes I just use my finger on the corner and I push the yoke around in a circle. Or I put my finger here on this corner of the yoke and I turn it that way. So much easier, so comfortable on long trips. When you're on autopilot, which by the way is amazing. It's the most amazing experience you've ever had in any vehicle you've ever driven. I guarantee it. The yoke helps that experience because it cuts off the top of the steering wheel, so your view forward is unobstructed completely, and you can see the HUD and your control panel all at the same time. And it's weird how your brain works. You adapt to it within probably 24 hours of driving the vehicle. I did too. And after driving with the yoke and driving our other car or driving rental cars or friends' cars, oh my God, it's just not even the same experience. Even driving a Tesla with a round wheel is inferior to the yoke. So this is all about the yoke. Again, amazing. The X itself, the best car I've ever had. I think that pretty much sums it up. The prices right now for Teslas are amazing. The incentives are amazing. They are free supercharging now for all the life of your owning of your vehicle. That's a huge cost savings. The autopilot technology has achieved a place where I can drive from Santa Rosa to very rural West County, Sonoma County, on dirt roads, on really bad Sonoma County roads, and it gets us there fabulously and flawlessly, and it's so safe. It saved me so many times on the freeway, in rain, in heavy traffic. We'll go kind of into the autopilot later, and that might be the next feature we talk about because it is so powerful. So thanks for watching, and this is the Tesla Model X 2023 refresh. I'm told there's going to be a new refresh at the end of 2025. We may trade this one in and move up. It just depends on what they change. It's improved in the 2.5 years that we've owned this vehicle, but the one thing we have never gone back to is a round steering wheel. The yoke is the way to go.